exercise for those frozen shoulders, the shoulders that are really tight, early capsulitis, and an exercise that really just gets the fluid moving in the shoulder and starts loosening all the structures around. So what we do is we start with our hand on against the wall. You can keep your elbow bent, it doesn't have to be out there somewhere, and it doesn't have to be right up the top, although I do find that actually doing it in a few different positions against the wall really useful in this situation. So I'm standing perhaps about 2 feet away from the wall. But then I have long arms, so you may want to get a little bit closer if that's your bent, or if your arm is really very stiff, you might want to pop it a little bit lower here. I would always recommend a slight bend in the elbow, because that takes the pressure off the nerve. We just want to stretch the capsule and all the soft tissue. We don't really want to irritate those nerves. So we're standing at right angles to the wall, and we've got our hand and our arm outstretched. And what we're going to do is I am going to start with my hand about level with my shoulder height, or just a little bit below. And then I'm going to walk away from the wall so that my back is completely to the wall. Here I go, I'm just moving my hand, moving my feet, and my hand is staying exactly still. I get to a certain point, and I'm going to start feeling that tighten. Now this is a stretch, so what you really want to do is you want to take it to the point that you start to feel it, and you hold it there. It should not be giving you pins and needles in your wrist, it should not be giving you lots of pains in your arm, but you should feel it. Now you will feel this in different places depending on where your hand is on the wall, and how high or how low your hand is. I find that anywhere from about 50 degrees from here, so anywhere from about there, is quite a beneficial one, and then you can take it up to here, you'll feel it in slightly different places. That is your stretch number 1. I would do 3 lots of 30 seconds, 3 lots of 10 seconds on that, giving you a full 30-second stretch on that. And then we're going to go all the way around 180 degrees, excuse my back, as we move our feet all the way around. Now, what you can't see with this is what you tend to do is you tend to lift your hand up. We want to keep your heel of your hand pressed against that wall, so you're there. Again, 3 lots of 10 seconds. Each time you do that 10 second, it should ease, you should stretch into it. Come back to facing the wall, and then we're going to step back away. So I'm literally going to back away and bow down to the wall. My head is going lower than my shoulder, and I'm going to feel a lovely stretch underneath in my armpit, underneath my shoulder, and often in the top of my axilla there. I come back up, I bend my arm, and I pop my hands down. I come into the wall, I bend my arm, and I bring myself down. Let me show you on the other side if that's helpful. So we're here. We are at about hand and shoulder alignment height. We are going to step away. 10 seconds, pull a little bit more, 10 seconds, pull a little bit more, come back all the way around this way. Okay, you don't want to get too close, you want to stay that couple of feet away, and you want to keep the heel of the hand pressed against the wall. 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds, back to neutral, and bow down. 10 seconds, a little bit more, 10 seconds, little bit more. Come into the wall, arm down. Super stretch for your shoulder. Lots of shoulder shrugs and excellent posture. Elongate the distance between your breastbone and your belly button. Happy stretching.